It is Wednesday, April 24th, 2019, and today on the YouTube channel, Sneed Mobile Tech brings to you the Quarter 1 Earnings 2019 for AT&T. To get things started as kind of a roadmap, we're going to be looking at AT&T's wireless side, we're also going to look at their TV and media side, and then kind of delve into, total revenue analysis of how they did for this particular quarter. We're going to go ahead and start with the wireless side because it is so pertinent to our channel, and what we'll take a look at is what AT&T did in order to maintain and also gain customers for the quarter on the wireless side. And they're able to do so with several different price cuts, discounts, promotions on things like services and hardware. Now let's get into some of the actual statistics and the true numbers that we have from the quarter. In terms of net phone additions, we have plus 80,000. The expectation was actually a loss of 44,000 subs, so it's nice to see the gains there. Also, in terms of mobility's revenue, $17.6 billion, which was a little bit below but very close to expected for the quarter. They had 179,000 additions on the postpaid subscriptions. Remember, Verizon lost about 40,000 of those same postpaid subs, and average revenue per customer seems to be down because of the different promotions and discounts. And of course, this could complicate things for quarter two. Perhaps holding on and gaining these customers could be taken away from future quarters. Now, in terms of the wireless network for this quarter and moving forward, we are expecting AT&T's network to continue to grow and blossom. We're expecting huge gains in performance, capacity, as well as total improvements in experience for customers. Keep in mind that AT&T does have enormous amounts of spectrum that they can continue to deploy. They do have great contracts moving forward. And of course, their 5G approach for 2019 and actually more so 2020 look like they're in pretty good shape. So we have good things to kind of consider and positive vibes for their network moving forward. Now let's shift over to the AT&T Pay TV side where things look terrible for AT&T. Looks like they lost over 6,000 subscribers, or excuse me, 600,000. If that's correct. 600,000 subs lost. Holy cow, that is so many customers to lose. I mean, that just cannot be a good thing. Think about like the sheer volume of 600,000 subs. That's about 14% of their customer base on the pay TV side. I mean, truly astonishing to lose that many customers in just one quarter. AT&T has already gone ahead and said that they know the reason why this all was planned. They were shedding customers that were on different types of promotions and discounted plans, so they wanted to shed those customers to become more profitable on a per customer basis. And on the DirecTV Now side, which is AT&T's streaming service, looks like they lost 83,000 subscribers, and I think the expectation was that they were going to lose about 82,000, so just in short measure, they also lost more than expected there. With the Warner Media Group, which is a collection of Turner and HBO, they were able to post $8.4 billion in total revenue, which was close to expected, just a little bit below. Ad revenue is down big time on that side, which is probably one of the reasons why the revenue is down. The Dish deal has not been as profitable as the in-house AT&T Uverse services, so clearly the losses are kind of making sense as to why they're not as profitable as they'd like to be. So these are a lot of customers being lost. There's a lot of lost revenue there. There's a lot of profitability that's down. And I think more of the same can be expected moving forward this year as, AT&T has already said they're not going to be re-signing contracts for the NFL Red Zone and the NFL Sunday Ticket, which are big parts of their sports packages. So we could probably expect more of the same moving forward for the rest of the quarters in 2019. However, AT&T does have something in the pipeline which they're calling their new premium Warner Media streaming service, which is coming this fall. Hopefully that could be something that could kind of help AT&T regain its glory on the TV and media side. For total revenue for AT&T for the quarter, they are at plus 18%, so they have shown growth there. They're at $44.8 billion in total revenue, which I believe is just below the expectation, which was at $45.1 billion. Overall, I think it's safe to assume that AT&T did not have a great quarter. They just lost too much from the TV side, whether it was from DirecTV, which has been a problem in terms of losing customers for several quarters, looking at Uverse losing customers as well. It really has been bad from the TV and media side. And think about all the different acquisitions and the different media outlets they have purchased. Things aren't looking good for them right now on that side. And as we've been seeing with AT&T recently, it's always been kind of this up and down, this good and bad. They're gaining in one sector, they're losing in another, and they've never been able to kind of put it together recently, at least over, the last several quarters. We see exponential growth or just adequate growth in one area, and then we're seeing, inadequacies and losses in another. It's just been a common theme over the last several quarters. And I think what's been happening is the initial plans and purchases for these media components have kind of backfired. What they bought them for, they have not paid off yet for them in terms of their overall plan. So you take something like, the initial plan of why they did this whole Time Warner, acquisition, that was to free up money, free cash flow for spending, and also paying dividends of shareholders. And that just hasn't been there. It hasn't really panned out as they've wanted it to. So overall, a mixed bag from AT&T. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions on all these different components of the quarter earnings for AT&T. Maybe you have some answers as to why things are happening. I know a lot of people have pointed to customer care issues. A lot of people have pointed to, promotions kind of being taken away. I mean, maybe you guys can let me know if you are consumers of these types of services and plans. You can kind of chime in. So go ahead and drop a line in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on these topics down there. That pretty much wraps up this video. Again, I'd like to give a big shout out to the folks over on Patreon. We've got a nice community there, and also those on the Discord chat. If you are interested in any of those community components, I'll put links in the description box below. You guys can check into those if you like. And don't forget to go ahead and rate the video, and if you haven't done so already, you've been lurking, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and ding the bell to be notified. Whenever I have new content uploaded, you'll be the first to know and get that notification sent directly to you. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to Sneed Mobile Tech here on the YouTube channel. Much appreciated. I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.